different ways. We say we can represent number in different ways. What are the different ways that you can think of that we could represent a number?
Expanded.
So we could do expanded form.
Word form. Standard. Word form.
Word. Standard. And what did you just do? Place value form. So there's 4 different ways that we can represent a number. Okay? Standard, what is standard?
Just the regular.
Just the regular number. So I could write 123. Expanded, what happens when I expand something?
Like 100 plus 20.
Stretch it out, right? Expanded means you stretch it out. So this 1 actually means what? 100. The 2 means 20. Okay? Word form. I write it out. 123. And then place value like we just did. Block 123. We're going to work on it. Okay. What is another way to show 25? Show me as many ways with your partner that you can think of to show 25. Ready, go. 25. Okay, what could I do? I could do place value, so what would I draw? 2 sticks. 5 dots. What else? I did place value form. Expanded form, so what would I do?
20 plus 5.
Okay? Dakota. Word form. 4. Standard. 25. 4 ways that we can represent one number. Okay. We talk about when we're writing numbers, we really need to know our place value. So starting all the way at the end, we have the 1. Next to it is 10, and the hundreds, I can't hear what everyone's shouting at me. What comes after 10,000? 100,000. What after it comes after 100,000? Billion. Then what? 10 million. Then 100 million. Do you see the pattern I'm following?
Yeah.
What's my pattern? It
It's
goes
not going to it.
1, 10, 100. 1, 10, 100. So look, this is how I look at it. When I do place value, I draw houses. because their apartments go up and down. Okay? Their apartments in the ones house start off all the way to the right with the ones. The apartment next door is the tens. And then the apartment next door is the hundreds. Okay, so they are all part of the ones house, and they are very excited to be part of the ones house. So they like to be part of the ones house, but they're not too proud of their last name. They just kind of leave it off when we talk about them. Okay? The next door, we've got another apartment building, and they are in the thousands house. And the thousands house and the ones house, they're separated by something. You know what they're separated by? They're separated by a border, but at that border, what's there? They have a comma. So after the thousands house, before you go to the ones house, there's a comma to separate them to give them a little space. Okay? So in the thousands house, they also have 3 apartments. Their apartments are very similar to the ones that are next door in the next apartment building. So what would be my first one? So thousands. Then the next one would be 10,000. And then 100,000. And they are so proud of the house that they live in that as soon as you finish saying a number in their house, you have to say thousands before you go on to the next house. You gotta make sure you put the comma to separate the thousands house and the ones house. They're proud of their house, the thousands house. Okay? So if I were to write this number, how would I say it? I read the whole number together. 345,621. So, do you hear that the thousands house is really proud of their name because they say it when we're done saying the number. So 345,621. See, the ones house are not too proud of their last name, but the thousands house they are. Okay? What would my next house be? Okay, we don't necessarily have to know this one in 4th grade, but you'll be smarter if you do. And guess what? They follow the same pattern. So, what would the first one be? Million. And then the next one would be 10 million. And the last one would be 100 million. So ones, tens, hundreds. Same thing between the millions house and the thousands house. They got to be separated by a comma. So when we write those numbers, you got to make sure that you separate them by a comma. Okay? So this is something that you might want to draw and have in your notebook to help you with your place value.